Hey guys, welcome to another live stream for Bold Strategy. My name is Conrad, and last night you had Matt, as you guys all know. Um, so today we're going to do just a plain old 100 gem tournament. We had Matt beta testing our clan versus last night. So this is considered the official reveal, I guess, that had Matt had beta tested the clan versus. We're going to be bringing that out every Thursday. And so basically what that's going to be is it's going to be an opportunity for you and the clans that you're a part of to be able to compete against one another and be able to see how you rank as far as your clan's skill. So Matt was beta testing the concept, like we mentioned, but what he didn't mention was that we're going to be hosting a website as well. So all of these things will be tracked online. You're going to be able to go onto the website, see how your clan did compared to, say, another clan from a previous week, and we're just going to keep a weekly tally. So that's going to be every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. CST. We're going to put some things on the descriptions as well, so you guys know when it's out there. But make sure you like and subscribe to our videos so that you never miss any of those. The website should be launching sometime before then. We might launch the website on that Thursday night as well, and it'll give you an opportunity to make sure that your clan tag and your clan name is registered into our system so that we can make those weekly progressions. And then eventually, our plan is what we're going to have weekly qualifiers, and the top couple clans from every one of the weekly qualifiers will eventually go on to compete for some in the larger tournaments that we're gonna have. So it's going to be an opportunity for you to test your mettle and earn your spot into some of those more competitive tournaments, which I think will be fun to both watch and commentate on. And of course, Matt and I might play in a few of those. We might bring some of our own clan members in to have fun in those tournaments as well. But for the most part, it'll be simply us commentating on many of the actions and plays, much like what you experienced last night with what Matt was doing. So without further ado, we're just going to check in right now to see where we are at um, with the tournament registration here. Only 4 people, so that means we're going to wait a little bit because I have a rule. We're not going to get any. We're not going to open up the tournament until we hit about 15 people or 10 minutes, whichever one comes first. So in 10 minutes we launch, regardless of how many people there are. But we're going to launch in 15 minutes. Or we're going to launch it if we can hit 15 people as well. So yep, Charlie Gill says, "Is it Matt typing?" Absolutely. Usually when Matt's on camera, I'm in the background typing. It just allows us to be able to keep up with all the thing that's going on. And then of course we've got when I'm on camera, Matt's often taking care of the chat work behind the scenes. Big shout out to Kevin Gates, Vicky Yath, Crumb Dog, Xbox Addictions, Yankee Boy, and Slow Animals. So a lot of players that we've seen before. Welcome back. Hi Tristan, shout out to you as well for on the live chat there. One thing I haven't done yet, I haven't opened up my chests yet. I was trying to boost my trophy count before the before the reset here in an hour and 27 minutes, but I think I'm just going to leave it at 4,300. See what we get. I'm expecting a lot of goblin gangs, and there they are. I don't understand. I said this like 2 days ago. I don't understand why people buy the goblin gang for 100 gems. I just don't. Because honestly, with the way that Supercell has their balancing systems, if you don't buy them, you're just going to get a ton of cards from chests and everything else. So nothing too exciting. Although, hey, I got Battling Ram. I've been looking for more of those, so that's great to get those. A couple free chests. So we got Valkyrie, Arrows, Tornado. Let's do another one. Hog Rider, Knights. Let's do their giant chests. Executioner. This is like the ultimate card when it comes to the epic requests on our Sundays. Like our whole clan just lights up with Executioner requests, which not a whole lot. I don't know. I don't ask for them, but there's a lot of people who do. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that Goblin Gang. 273 in one chest alone. So let's see where that puts us. Because right now the Goblin Gang is the only thing I don't have tournament level. Let's upgrade that to level 8. Do we have enough cards to get to level 9? We are 210 short, which really just means that we're going to we're going to get that tomorrow most likely. All right, let's check to see what we got. Oh, we got a message here. What is? Oops, misclicked. What do we got here? I'm bad for this. I never check the news royale. It's taking forever to load too. What do you say, Matt? Oh, Nightbot is. Oh, I have no interest in that news. Okay. Let's see. Jordan King 12, welcome. Barry OP, Little Dicky, Roger, Drama Queen, and Philippe. Kevin Gates, welcome. Nightbot, what is your deck? Which player are you? What's your game name? Hi, Epi Gameplay, welcome. I think yours is Philippe. Yeah, awesome. Let's check out Philippe's. Running a minor balloon deck. Nice. Who else we got here? Roger. Hey, we hit 15 people. So true to my word, I'm going to start as soon as I check out. Running a Lava Hound deck. Hey, nice. And he's able to keep it at 3.9, which is pretty sweet because he's got some high elixir card costs in here, or high elixir cards, like the Lava Hound, which is obviously his tank, and the Inferno Tower, which is another 5. So that's awesome that he's spread it out with some lower cards. Well, good for you guys. We'll check out one more Xbox Addictions, and actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start the tournament, and now I'm going to check the decks. So let's check out King 557. Oh, Xbox Addictions. That's the one we're going to check out next because we're going to go in order so I don't miss anyone here. Xbox Addictions is running a very aggressive deck. I'm a fan of this kind of deck. I've seen this before at the higher levels, like at our 4,000 to 5,000 trophy count. Only difference between Xbox Addiction and the players I typically play against, they have higher levels, which means they've spent a lot of money and have just been generally playing it longer. Big fan of this because the big kill card here is the Three Musketeers. And ultimately, if you can get one tower down, the game is yours because you're just going to be able to cluster all of your Three Musketeers into the center there and be able to take out a second tower so easily. Huge fan of that deck. That's a fun deck to play. Next, we've got King 557. Let's take a look at that one. He's running a Royal Giant deck, which are probably one of the most peskiest decks to play against. Every time I play against a Royal Giant deck, I roll my eyes and go, crap, another Royal Giant deck. So they're definitely annoying, especially since this one has the added annoyance of the Goblin Barrels. Super awesome because you can tank those Goblin Barrels with your Royal Giant, and you got a killer combo against those towers. Once again, I think the only thing, I mean, he's 3,280, and if he's 3,280 and he's doing it with this deck, he's doing very well. Because right now he is 1-0. He's running a deck that's -1 under tournament level, so that's awesome. And who else we got here? Slow Animals. I actually think I've looked at Slow Animals before. I think we looked at his deck about four weeks ago. Hater28, thanks for subscribing, man. What do we got? We got Golem. Oh, this is a fun deck. Actually, this is a deck very similar to one of the 6 decks that I've gotten to legendary with. Not legendary, sorry, a 12-win grand challenge with. I played one very, very similar to this. Like in that you have the tower, or the furnace rather, to be able to draw in all of those cards that like to bypass units. Loving the lightning so you can get rid of those pesky, well, anything really, executioner, witches, even a princess, any of those lighter cards like musketeers that can get taken down by one of those lightning bolts. You can get a lot of value out of that. I like how you have the Ice Spirit. It's a great cycle card so that you can get a lot of rotation in the cards that you're currently using. Just a generally well-built deck. I like this. I like this deck a lot. It's got the two units to attack air. Great deck. All right, let's go into some battles here. Let's see who's playing. We're gonna look up Xbox Addictions first. Let's see. Oh, he's not in a battle. I guess I'll have to wait for him to go into a battle. Let's look at Slow Animals. Let's see what he's got. And remember, guys, if you're new to the stream, please like, please subscribe. This is actually officially the second week that we've been doing this. I did the first video on a Sunday night 2 weeks ago, and we've been able to hit we hit 165 subscribers in just 2 weeks, so we're super happy with that. What do we got here? We got a battle. Why is my connection's really terrible today? Oh, you know what it is? I'm on Wi-Fi. I haven't connected to Direct yet. Let me solve that. There we go. That'll pick things up. Awesome. All right, let's see who we got here. Xbox Addiction's going into a battle, and it looks like he's going against Sanderson or whatever. At least the countdowns were the same. Hi, Neil. Welcome. The password is 200 subs. All right. Took a little while to load. What do we got here? What's going on with my internet connection? I'm going to have to... might have to log off and reset here, you guys. Because BlueStacks has just been giving me nothing but problems. And I'm going to do exactly that because it's freezing up. And then I'll be back to comment on your videos. Won't even let me get out of it. It's frozen. It's probably a good thing I'm just commenting tonight instead of playing. All right, gotta click up my BlueStacks again so that you guys can see. See the battles that are going on. Hey, Clash Region, thanks for subscribing, man. Welcome to the channel. Daniel Arquero is saying something in Spanish. He's saying something, something, please. Something WhatsApp, por favor. I'm assuming, now I'm not a Spanish speaker, although estudio la español in the clase de la universidad, but I think he's saying, can you join my WhatsApp channel? And that means I'm going to have to put him in a timeout because I don't want that. It's true, though. I did study Spanish in university. It is the I'm the guy who graduated with honors, but Spanish was the one class I failed. It still haunts me to this day. Apparently, I cannot read, write, or talk in Spanish. I don't know what's going on with my BlueStacks. Man, BlueStacks is the software that we use to be able to live stream the apps or live stream the Clash Royale game. So as soon as I get that back up and running, we'll be able to open up some of those battles again and watch them. And because of that, because for whatever reason, I have no idea what's going on, but it's just terribly slow. We're going to, I'm just going to comment all night rather than playing anything. All right, let's see where we're at. And a reminder, guys, we are officially launching the class or the clan versus mode on Thursday. So we are gonna reveal that site. We're gonna have it launched. We're gonna both Matt and myself will be online trying to make sure that the first one goes smoothly, and yeah, it'll just be a ton of fun. It's going to give an opportunity for people to battle on behalf of their clan, and to see who the better clan is. All right, so we got the Lavaloon deck versus the Knight Graveyard deck. So if I had to bet, I will say that this one will likely go. Actually, this one should go in favor of the Graveyard deck. It should. Right now, that doesn't look like that's what's happening. It looks like there's a swing the other way. Um, Interesting. We've got Crumb Dog right now is kind of holding back on his elixir. He had an opportunity to play something, but he lost about 2 elixir because he didn't play it quick enough. Decides to play his. Let's see if he's got the poison. Typically, if you're going to go for poison rather than the fireball, which allows you to kill those minions in one go, you're going to want to put the poison down first, and then the oh, that was a great lightning. That was a great hold card. He didn't even know he had it. None of us did, actually. Typically, when you want to do that, you want to put that poison first. That way, when they do put their minions down, the 3 ticks come a lot faster, and you're still able to get about 70% of the value out of your I can't even think tonight. Out of your graveyard. If you don't do the graveyard, if you do the graveyard first rather, and then you put the poison, you're only getting about 35 to 50% of the value. So that's why you want to do your poison first. Big shout out to Clashing Turtle. Matt's giving him a shout out on the text as well. That's awesome. What else we got? All right, let's go into some more battles. Let's see what we got here. So we looked at one of Crumb Dog's. Let's look at Slow Animals here. Let's see how he's doing. So we got a bowler. Look in the tank. Oh, nice. That was a very nice placement by Crumb Dog. Oh, he's playing Crumb Dog, so we know he's playing the deck that has the graveyard in it. We'll see how Slow Animals is able to combat that. Shout out to Clash Region. There's the poison first. He defends with an Electro Wizard, but Crumb Dog is able to get a good chunk of damage there. That's a solid amount of damage, and a great log by Crumb Dog. That's going to bring that whole push on that right side down. Clash Night Gamer, shout out to you, my friend. Remember, guys, if you're new to the stream, please like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 200 subscriptions in the next couple days here. So we got Slow Animals doing I'm actually a fan of this push because it's low cost. The Knight and Balloon. I don't think it's going to amount to much because he was able to put a counter himself of 8 elixir. So it was Slow Animals was able to come out on top of that because he was able to only contribute 8 elixir, whereas Crumb Dog eventually had to spend 11. But Crumb Dog is still ahead in the damage department. So, and now that we're into double elixir mode, the graveyard poison combination is going to be very, very lethal. Oh no, one of the graveyards got one of the skeletons hit the King Tower, and that's going to make it much more difficult for this graveyard deck, not being able to tank as well. So, everything you need. Thank you for subscribing, man. So what Crumb Dog is going to want to do differently next time is place the graveyard farther on the tower side, so that there's no chance that one of the skeletons is going to go rogue and hit that King Tower. because that mistake alone is really what cost Crum Dog this battle. Slow Animals was able to recognize that, and Slow Animals was able to recognize that, and he was able to do a very successful counter. I think that was a great counter by Slow Animals, and a little mistake by Crum Dog, but that little mistake was able to be capitalized by Slow Animals, and that was the end of the game. So that was a good battle to watch. Thanks to everyone who subscribed. Everything you need. Thanks for subscribing. Someone else subscribed as well. Matt, did you get a tally of who that was? I can find out. Just want to make sure I give all the shout outs that are due. All right, let's go into another one. We got Barry OP here, which I'm pretty sure is a play on words, because I'm pretty sure he's trying to say that's very overpowered, like very OP, but he goes with the cutesy Barry OP. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. If it isn't, I'm going to take it as that, because I just think that's pretty clever. So let's go into the battle. It's taking a while to load here. What's going on? Warrior YT, hi dude. Hi dude to you as well. Welcome to our stream. Don't know what's going on with BlueStacks today. It's been very uncooperative. Look at that. The battle is way underway already. All right, so we've got Knight, and whoa, everything's just super fast right now because it's trying to catch up. Everything's on overdrive. This might be hard to comment. Ice Spirit and Elite Barbarian. That's always a good combo. If they have a log, the log is obviously a great counter, but how is it that I always end up streaming Crum Dog? Crum Dog is always on the other side. Novell Lean, welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for subscribing. So we've got a chip deck. We basically have a chip deck with Barry OP here. I like this deck because it's relatively cheap. He just has to be careful of things like the graveyard. Dynamite, thanks for subscribing, man. Oh, we got a pretty good push here and a pretty good counter by Crum Dog. The bowler is always a fantastic counter, especially to a Ice Wizard or Ice Spirit Elite Barbarian counter. Now remember, his graveyard probably Crum Dog's graveyard probably should have been a little bit farther right, in my opinion. But he was able to play the poison and the graveyard in very rapid succession, and that allowed him to take some pretty good damage. Unfortunately, he put his Inferno Tower a little bit too far to the left. He actually should have put it one more to the right and one more down closer to the tower he was trying to guard, to be able to draw in that Hog Rider. In this case, the Hog Rider was put in the middle of the tower, so the Hog Rider was, or the middle of the bridge rather, so the Hog Rider was drawn over. Barry OP could have avoided that though if he had placed it on the tile just outside, on the outside of the bridge. It would have bypassed that whole thing. Crum Dog learns from his previous mistake though, and he puts down the tower in the correct spot. Unfortunately, Barry OP does have a poison to be able to knock down the health of that tower. He's really only one poison away. So as long as Barry OP is able to withstand this push here, it will be game over for Crum Dog. And there's the poison. It's only 4 seconds, but welcome to those who are new to the stream. All right, let's take a look. Who else are we supposed to watch here? Jordani. Absolutely. Let's take a look at Jordani. That was one of the requests. All right, what kind of deck do we have here? Oh, he's running... actually, he's running a deck almost identical to mine, so that'll be interesting to watch. Let's check him out. LOL says, I'm losing so much lately, ISEC. You know what? Don't worry about it. Just take it one day at a time because you're going to have ups, you're going to have downs. But overall, if you keep up at it, you're going to end up more up than down. That's just guaranteed. You'll get better at it. We've got Vic Yath who's doing the cheap cycle battling ram deck. So this is going to be interesting because we've got Jordani who's got the more expensive but very strike heavy graveyard deck facing Vic Yath, who's going to try to cycle through those cards a lot quicker to make sure that you can't do those big pushes, that you're always left responding rather than creating. Okay, never mind. Vic Yath is going to go ahead and put a Pekka. I think given everything else he has, a Pekka just isn't the card to have there. But I guess we'll see how this works out for him and if Jordani's able to. Jordani really isn't putting any lower cards. I mean, he's got the freeze, and that's great. But what you'd want to see here instead, is a graveyard or a tombstone to be able to distract against all of those units. A great log by Jordani to keep himself in it. Let's see if this push is successful. Good zap. It keeps the charge down to just the uncharged hit, but that could be the tower, I think. And I think a part of that is because Jordani didn't come in, I think, with the correct response to the Pekka. So Vic Yath, of course, is going to try that Pekka again. What Jordani really wants to do is just make sure that there's a lot of fodder, just a lot of things for that unit to attack at. The freeze, I just don't like that as a counter because if they're able to get even one unit free, which in this case he was able to get the Executioner free. Last time it proved to be the Musketeer. This makes it super difficult. That right there is exactly the response that you want. See how he effectively shut down that Pekka push, all with a defensive graveyard? I think that's the push that he should have been going from very early on. And here goes a graveyard all over again. If he can zap those guys off of his giant, he should be able to get this tower in one go. Oh, and now there was a successful freeze. Good play by Jordani. It looked like it was all over for him, but he was able to do a pretty successful counter. I think that came at Vic Yath's expense because I think he just put that Pekka in there, and I think that really ruined his deck. He's basically trying to go like part beat down deck and then part chip cycle. He was trying to do both, and at the end of the day, wasn't able to really do either. So I think actually that's not true. He did the chip very well. I just think he suffered quite hard on the Pekka pushes. It's just simply too much elixir that can get distracted simply too easily. It's just until they fix that, the Pekka is a very difficult card to play. All right, let's take a look at who we got here. Matt's keeping up, it looks like, on that. Hey, Kevin Gates. All right, I shouted him out earlier, so I know he's in here somewhere. Where are you, Kevin Gates? We're gonna spectate you. Look at that. I haven't played a battle and I'm 19th. What's going on, guys? I'm halfway through. I'm in the top 50% in this tournament, and I haven't played a single game yet. J Bros YouTube is saying what trophies have bold strategy. There's actually two players. There's myself. I'm at I think I'm at 4,300 trophies right now. And then, of course, there's Matt. He ran the turn. We run every second day, right? So we alternate between him and myself. And I think right now, Matt, what are you at? 3,500, give or take? Yeah, both in Legendary up. I can show you. And yeah, I've mentioned this a few times. We had some problems with our recording software, which is why we haven't released it yet. But I was going to show people some of the deck building strategies that I've come up with that have allowed me to win almost 50% of the grand challenges that I've played, which is how I've been able to win 36,000 cards. Super easy to level up when you have 36,000 cards given to you. So I'll be releasing that video hopefully within the week. That's fingers crossed. Go Immortals? Is that the name of their clan, Matt? Yeah. Um, what do we got here? Jay Rose is like confused because he's wondering how I'm talking and typing at the same time. I'm not. That's the secret. Dr. Dre, welcome. Big shout out to you, man. Remember, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please like and subscribe. And just another reminder, just because I know people are coming and going throughout the stream, that we are releasing the Clan Versus. That's going to be every Thursday night at 9:30 CS time, CST. That right now means that we're 2 hours ahead, I believe, of PST. So right now it's 10 o'clock our time. So make a mental note of that. Basically, we start at the same time almost every night, and we are going to do it where we keep track of everybody's scores, and we're going to have a scoring system and a website to keep track of it all. We're going to see who the best clan is in these tournaments. Dr. Dre, thanks for the subscription, man. Shout out to you. All right, let's take a look at who we got. We got Will Ass. So what do we got here? We got Will Ass is running a bowler with, oh, he's got the minions and the minion horde. Interesting combination. He's playing against Andrew Jonathan, who is playing for the clan Nova Indo Senior. Will Ass supporting the Immortals. Got an elixir pump. Let's see how Will Ass responds to that. Because elixir pumps, generally speaking, you don't want to let them. AH Gamer, thanks for the subscription, man. Normally with elixir pumps, you don't want to see them pump up. Although here comes a P.E.K.K.A, so this will be an interesting play because I think that P.E.K.K.A should be able to shut down this push, but that bowler in the back is going to be able to take that tower while the P.E.K.K.A is distracted with that giant. Oh boy. I'm actually the P.E.K.K.A with the Three Musketeers. Heavy deck, but I really, really like it. We actually see this a lot at about the 4,000 mark, 4,000 trophy mark. We do see that combination. And if you're not paying attention, they can easily counter a push and then destroy you. So you have to be very, very careful. Mardet Gaming, welcome to the channel. Big shout out to you. Arjun Manoj, big shout out to you as well. Thanks for joining the channel. J Bros YouTube, thanks for subscribing, man. So we got that P.E.K.K.A push coming on the left side, but we know Will Ass has both the skeletons and the freeze, and I think that's going to be able to really shut down that whole push because I could see that freeze coming just in time for that bowler to wipe out most of what's going on with that push. And there, of course, it is. That push is going to be taken care of very successfully. And once again, that P.E.K.K.A just proves to be a little bit too tough to get to the tower. It's great when you can get it there, but it's just way too tough. Aaron saying, Bull Strategy, you're the best YouTuber I know. Awesome, that's great to hear. I know you've mentioned that before. Happy to hear the support. We try our best. Especially with the commentary, we've seen a lot of battles. Like, to be honest, I've played more than I probably should have. But we enjoy it. We love commenting it. I know Matt and I are both come from that same passion for just like we do it. We just have fun. Like honestly, that's the only reason why we do this. Someday we might not have fun and we might not stream anymore. That's a possibility, but we're having fun right now, so we are. What do we got here? Oh, we got Kevin Gates for the win. And given his deck composition, he was just basically able to chip and outcycle him. So way to go. Yeah, right on. Yeah, Matt and I had talked a couple days ago about the whole clan battle, and him and I were bouncing some ideas off each other, and we thought to each other, yeah, like wouldn't it be great if we could have the clans battle and battle for their the pride of their clan, so to speak. And so Matt wanted to beta test it last night, and so he gave it a go, and yeah, it was a huge success. So we decided based on that success that we are just going to do it every Thursday night consistently, and it's going to be something that that we post publicly on not just on YouTube with live stream and commentating, but we're going to also keep it on a website that's going to track all of that. We're going to release that website on Thursday, and people are going to be able to keep track of all of that. And then, of course, we're going to see who the true champions of every clan will be, and we'll be bringing out some fun things regarding that. So, all right, let's see who else we got. Oh, we almost got 50 players. That's fun. You know what? I think I'm going to play one. I'm gonna play one. Let's see who I play. Playing against Warriors, representing the clan Warriors 2021. J Bros YouTube says, Bull, did you get the game leak on Dragon Healer, Archer Queen, and Barb King? You know what? I used to follow those. I don't anymore. I've been playing this game now for like, I think 6 or 7 months. And just so many of the leaks just never came out. And who knows if they ever will. So I think it would be cool if they did do some of the ones that they had been talking about. But it's difficult to say. So we're playing against Warrior Pro here. He's got... it looks like he's got a cheap deck, but it also looks like some of his units aren't fully leveled. And so just so that this isn't a boring game for either of us, I think I'm going to try to play a little bit foolishly. Normally I'd go for one tower, then the other tower, then the king tower. But I think this time I'm just going to go straight for the steamroll. Try to take one tower, go immediately for the second, and then see if I can push all the way through. We give him a well played, good luck, and then a thumbs up. Because this, I don't know if this will be tower, but it'll be close. I was able to zap it. Okay, right on. We're just going to clean up that a bit. Adam Louis, thanks for 7. Oh, I really like this. So here he put the miner and the what was remaining of his minions, and even though that's all he had, he was able to make, I don't know, what was that, 1,000 damage off one push? What a fantastic play! I super like that play. Great work. So those elite barbarians are going to make some light work of that, which is just why we want to put that up. We're expecting that. That was an obvious counter for him to play. Okay, I think we'll fireball all that because we really don't want to make this a 2 tower game. So we're going to go ahead and just be super aggressive so that the only thing he's got left on defense is a few elixir, and we should be able to take the tower in one push. And we're able to move on. Great stuff. Aaron is watching. I think Aaron was what again? Shreyash Bandari. Thanks for the subscription, man. Welcome to the channel. What's tournament name? Dr. Dre, the tournament name is Bold Strategy, live on YouTube. Password is 200 subs. There's Matt on the chat giving a shout out to Shreyash Bandari and for the password as well. So we played one game. Where does that put us? Hey, that puts us 21th. I'm surprised. We're over half done, and the high score is only 178. That's quite low. Hey, Xbox Addictions. I think we saw one of his battles already, but we'll do it again because he requested it. So that's what we will do. If you want us to watch your battle, make sure you're commenting in the comment section on the live stream, and we'll be sure to check your battle. All right, so Xbox Addictions is maxing out on his elixir right now. So he's got the witch on the left side. See how he supports that. Hey, and he's got a giant in front. Classic. Oh, but he used his. That's too bad. He used his zap a little bit too early. So JH was able to break down that push. But that's a great push. Super love the fact that he used a unit producing unit, in this case the witch, behind the giant. It's a great push. In fact, it's one of the pushes that I relied on heavily for the first time that I got to Legendary. I've been to Legendary now with about 6 different decks. JH had a great comeback though. He went and put his Knight and then Goblin Barrel. We're seeing that a lot now at the higher levels. We're seeing mostly that at the about 4,800 to 5,000 mark now. Where you've got the chip cycles are pretty meta right now. That's one of the chip cycle combos that you're seeing a lot of at that 4,800 trophy mark. Moo Man, shout out to you, man. Welcome. I'm also going to make you moderator. You've been a great moderator in the past, so you'll keep things clean. I know ya. Warrior YouTube, yeah. I think a little bit of I know I wrecked you, but I think that leveling had a little bit to do with it. So we got the Goblin Gang. Jury's still out for me on the Goblin Gang. I know it's only 3 elixir, and I had some people say to me, hey, Conrad, I noticed you had minions in your deck. Why don't you trade minions for the Goblin Gang? You're going to have units that can hit both air and the ground. But the reality is, I prefer to have the units that can only be hit by units that can hit air. So almost any unit can hit the Goblin Gang, but not every unit can hit minions. So it forces them to play a little bit differently. And that's really what I was going for. JH at this point is really just screwing around, putting a Goblin Barrel in the back because he knows that Princess is going to be able to take the tower. Generally speaking, I think what happened here, I think Xbox Addiction played well. He even got the balloon all the way to the tower there with a great balloon placement on the far left side. I think this was literally all about levels. Those guards being level 1 just simply aren't going to do much for you, unfortunately. Nightbot is saying, hey, watch me. What is Nightbot's name? Watch me. Bing Obsiana, the password is 200 subs. All right. Nightbot asked for the watch, and we're almost at 50 players. That's awesome. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, Nightbot is Jordani, right. We watched one of his battles before. Remember, guys, if you want us to comment on your battle, just make sure you let us know in the comment sections, and we'll get to you and watch one of your battles. If I could find Jordani here. Where are you? Oh, you're up the top. Okay. All right, we got Crumb Dog versus Jordani. Both players we've watched in the past. We'll see what we can do. Crumb Dog here getting a lot of value out of those elixir pumps. He's got 2. That is very, very dangerous for Jordani. Jordani currently in the lead with that damage, but if he's not careful, Crumb Dog is going to be able to easily come back and take that out. Great freeze though by Jordani. Like that freeze, followed up by a great counter with the minion horde. This is going to be an interesting battle to watch, I think. Because I do believe that this could go either way. Crumb Dog putting in that extra elixir pump. He must be thinking that this is going to go to overtime. And he's looking to pump up for that first minute in overtime to see if he can get some value there. Jordani coming in with the push. Oh, and that freeze again. That freeze might do it. That freeze might do it. Oh, Crumb Dog. Oh, he's able to counter it. He's able to counter it. This is going to be close. Jordani doesn't really have any direct damage unit other than the log. So that would be 3 logs. So he might find himself in a bit of a pickle if Crumb Dog is able to push for that last minute. There's 5. Oh, no, that log was able to take out A great log and a great freeze by Jordani to break out most of that. Unfortunately, this might be it if that... Oh, no, it's over. I think it's over. Oh, another zap. Jordani is able to keep him off of his tower. This is so back and forth. It's crazy. Oh, there's a freeze. Jordani's got to get to that log, and he's got to zap that tower. Oh, wow, that was a nail biter. What a great match to watch. All right, what do we got? We're supposed to watch who next here? Charlie Gill, I believe, is the next. So I believe that's would you say that's Yankee Boy, right? Yeah. All right, so I'll watch Yankee Boy next. Charlie Gill has been with us for half of the life of this channel, about a week. So be glad to comment on Yankee Boy. Remember, guys, if you want us to commentate on your... What, blind here? What's going on? Oh, he's right here. If you want us to comment on your battles, make sure that you are in the live stream and playing battles. Also, guys, if you are new to our channels, please like and subscribe. We do tournaments almost every day. Sometimes we do tournaments, 2 tournaments in a day. Today, we're only going to be doing 1. And, of course, we're always bringing out new things. Our newest thing that we're going to be bringing out, as mentioned before, is the clan versus. So that's... You won't have to. You'll still be able to play a part of the tournament without having to be a part of that clan versus. But of course, if you want to put the pride of your clan at stake, you can battle on behalf of your clan. Yeah, and keep in mind we start our streams at the same time every night. So Yankee Boy is playing against Crumb Dog. I'm pretty sure I've watched Crumb Dog now for like 6 battles. How is it that every person who asks us to watch them is playing against Crumb Dog? Like, this is unreal. So we got a balloon. How is Crumb Dog going to respond to that? Puts down his minion horde, which is a very reasonable counter. Little bit of a questionable play on that skeleton army by Yankee Boy. I think he was really just trying to keep that minion horde busy. It's the same combo as a zap, really, right? Jassa49 just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, Jassa. Welcome to the channel. So we got the Lava Hound going up that right side. So we got the Lava Loon versus a chip cycle deck. So Yankee Boy keeps fireballing the elixir pump, which is something that I actually do as well. And of course, he was doing that without knowing that Crumb Dog had the 3 Musketeers in his back pocket. Because typically you want to keep your fireball for that. Ashwin Carrot, thank you for the subscription. Bing Obsiana says, can I battle you? I want to battle you. I subbed. Yeah, I think there's... And that's also what we're going to be doing as well. We're going to be trying to find a way to consistently allow people who are on the live stream to be able to battle both myself and Matt. And I don't know how we're going to keep track of that, but... because I want to track that to find out who's able to beat us and who's not. And I think that would just be fun. But so all of that early damage that Yankee Boy was able to do was paid off, and he came out with the win. Great job. All right, who's next? Let's see. Let's see who is asking. I don't think there's anyone currently asking to see. So I'm going to go ahead and play one. Let's see where that puts us. 17 minutes left. Is there really a point? I've only played 1 battle and I won it. Is there really a point in me playing more to try to push up? Yeah, let's see if we can get the top 10. Jassa says, watch me. Crap, I just started a battle. Okay, Jassa49, you're Raj. I will watch you next and I will comment on that battle. I have only, like I said, I haven't really played anything, so there's really no point in me playing um, anything more. Okay, so we're actually playing Jordani. We just watched one of his battles, so we kind of know what he's rocking. He's rocking a deck similar to ours, so this will be fun. We're gonna go ahead and fireball that, so that we can get one hit with our Executioner. That'll bring him down to 2100 damage. Awesome. Now we're going to play this a little bit slower. We know what cards he has because we've watched him before. He knows what cards we have because he's seen us play before. So we think he's got that freeze. So we're going to put our minions out to sucker out that freeze. We're going to wait a tiny little bit, and then we're going to zap. And yeah, we took some damage. We did it on purpose, though, because we know that's a 9 elixir push. So basically, we're trying to force him to play his Executioner so that our Giant can get a bunch of hits. Now this is where we come in with our push, and we should be able to take that tower. Oh, he comes in with the Zap, or the Electro Wizard. Interesting. So I should be able to clean up all of those units, and now we end up ahead. So that's why we want to sit there and wait, because we knew he had the freeze in that case, so it's a little bit of an underhanded knowledge that kind of helped us out there. Either way, we really wouldn't have played it any differently. Because a lot of times, especially now with the way metas have changed, poison and freeze are a lot more common with a graveyard. So as soon as you see a graveyard, you kind of have an expectation of what's going on. We're not going to play our minions. We really don't want to waste our minion power here. Really, all we're trying to do is make sure that that Giant doesn't get a couple hits. And yes, it comes at the sacrifice of that Electro Wizard, which is fine. But anytime you have two players rocking a graveyard deck, you want to make sure that you're always the one deploying your graveyard first. You want to make sure that they are trying to respond to you. I really don't like that play that I just did. That was a stupid use of the minions. So now we're going to have to be super careful, wait for that graveyard, and then try to sucker out that freeze early. Oh, we're going to lose that tower. It's going to be a 2-tower game. We're going to give him a well played, and that's mostly because I used my minion first. I misplayed that. So now we know he's light on elixir, so we're going to do our graveyard Giant push as well. We're going to throw in an Electro Wizard Executioner in there as well, just really because we're trying to get as much damage on that tower as possible. Now we're going to draw that Giant over here and get ready for his freeze combo because we know it's coming. There it is. It's early. All right, let's get rid of all this clutter, and that should help us win the battle right there. So now we're going to take a bit of damage, but we save up for our 10 elixir, and we do our combo. We're going to play our minions in advance because I think we're going to take that tower. Awesome. Okay. Now who are we watching next? Raj, I think, is who we're supposed to watch next. So let's give that a go. Remember, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. It helps us host more tournaments, believe it or not. And it makes us feel like we're doing a good job, you know? Where's Raj? Thanks, Jeffrey Lee, for subscribing, man. All right, we're looking for Raj here. Where's Raj? Raj. Am I missing it? What's going on here? Raj. But Raj isn't playing a battle. So we're going to wait about 5 seconds here. Just check the live feed again, see if there's anybody here. What do we got? Rynix YT says, I'm at 4572. I would have destroyed anyways. Maybe. You'd be surprised. I mean, Taconia, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. You'd be surprised. Rynix YT, maybe? Yeah? Oh, Warrior YT says spectate me. I'm assuming that's his name as well.
Unloading wants you to look at their new deck.
Sorry, say again.
Unloading Joker.
Yeah.
Look at his new deck.
Unloading Joker wants me to take a look at his new deck, and then we're going to watch Warrior YT. Where are you, Unloading Joker? That's the name of his thing as well, right? Rhinix YT, thanks for the subscription. What is Unloading Joker's name? Do you know? Matt?
Nope.
Okay, Unloading Joker, if you could post that in the comments, Matt's going to watch for it, and we'll make sure that we get to that. AA Game Pro, thanks for subscribing, man. Welcome to the chat. Okay, who are we supposed to watch now? I'm like ADD right now. Warrior YT, that's who it was. Can't imagine trying to find people to comment on anything larger than a 50-player tournament. Warrior YT, where are you? Warrior YT, I'm assuming your name is Warrior on here. I'm going to go with that safe assumption. And yeah, and you just said it's Warrior. Awesome. Unloading Joker, it's your clash name. Are you in the tournament? So Warrior, oh, it's a one-on-one here. Or it's going to be a 2-tower game. So we've got a chip deck versus a more aggressive chip deck by Warrior. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, a Hog Rider push. Both have yet to play a card from their deck. It's interesting to know that. I wonder what that card would be. I think that was a great defensive witch. He's able to push both the skeleton army and the minion horn out of the way with that. That's awesome. At this point, both players should be going for the King Tower because it's the weakest tower, so you should always be. So Warrior really should have gone to the right side and played that on the right side to try to push for that tower. If he can get enough wizard damage, and he did, he's a fireball away or an Electro Wizard hit. Both are the same. That was a great finish by Warrior. That's the perfect battle to commentate on. Hey, Warrior YT, it's always the one that you win that you want broadcast. Bra Chill wants us to take a look. Nightbot is asking, is Matt my brother? No, Matt is not my brother. Matt is... I actually met Matt when him and I were in a band together years and years ago. He was the drummer, I was the guitarist and lead singer. And yeah, that's what we did. We jammed. All right.
Look for Unloading Joker. He's in the tourney.
Unloading Joker's in the tournament, and then we're gonna watch. There's someone else who just asked. Broad Chill. Okay. Oh look, they're right beside each other. Awesome. Unloading Joker. What kind of deck do you've got here? It's a chip cycle deck with a great average elixir cost, especially since you have that pump in there. That is very highly aggressive. I like how you've got 2 units that can hit air. That's fantastic. Joe and Bryce Rule, thanks for subscribing. I like how you've got the 2 units that can hit air. You've got a unit that can operate very well defensively. I think that, and I'm thinking the Prince in this case is the one that you can use very aggressively defensively. I find too many people underestimate the Prince. Prince was one of the first decks that I ever got to Legendary with. I would do a Giant and a Minion Horde on the one side, and then on the other side I would go and throw the Knight, and the Knight almost every time hit and was almost able to take a tower by itself. It's a fantastic unit. It's also great for wiping out our aggressive P.E.K.K.A.s, mini P.E.K.K.A.s, because you can put it in the back, you can get its charge, and it gets a nice strong hit before anything else. Yeah, I really like it. Only thing I have to comment on is because you have a mirror in here, there's 2 things you're missing. You don't have anything direct damage. I probably would remove that mirror and put in something like a fireball, because I can't tell you how many battles I've played where you're in that 229 damage range where you're like, oh, if only I had a fireball, I would have won that game. So make sure you have something direct damage in here, unless you're able to cycle through your deck so fast that you can compensate for that. But you're really going to have to control the battlefield, particularly the middle zone, a lot better than most people will have to, because you won't have that direct damage. Dr. Dre is saying bold strategy. Check my deck. Yeah, I will. I will check your deck in a second. I'm gonna go commentate on Broad Chill as I promised. And Broad Chill won 3-0. Awesome. We were able to catch his win just in time. I'm just kidding. I'll look for you again, Broad Chill, and we'll actually comment on a battle of yours, not just a successful victory. And Broad Chill in a single battle goes from 50th to 29th. All right, so Broad Chill running the Hog Rider Ice Spirit combo. Ice Spirit is on. Kevin Gates brings out the Ice Spirit. Man, I've commented on Kevin Gates as well. Good defensive fireball, able to hit both the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Hog Rider. Now let's see if this Ice Golem is all for a waste, or if Kevin Gates is able to make a play of his own on that. I'm liking that Ice Spirit, because that Ice Spirit, for one single elixir, is going to reset that Inferno Tower. And even though Kevin Gates wasn't able to get any hits against Broad Chill, he was able to negate that Inferno Tower. Kevin Gates says, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Does the exact same push as last time, minus the P.E.K.K.A., and walks away with a healthy 800 damage. I think at this point, Broad Chill is just going to try to rinse and repeat until Kevin Gates can say, hey, no, stop it. And he's able to push back against that push. Interesting. That's an interesting play by Broad Chill. I think at that point he was just testing to either A, cycle out that zap so he can't use it. But Kevin Gates is such a cheap deck, he's able to cycle through to it anyway. And that Musketeer is going to lock on and get about 500 to 600 damage. He's able to walk away with 500. Nice. Broad Chill, though, he's getting ready to ramp up, and you just know he's about to do that Hog Rider Ice Spirit combo up the same lane, because it's worked for him 3 times in a row, so why not do it again? This time Kevin Gates, though, is able to pull the Ice Spirit over with the Ice Golem and the Cannon. He's able to sucker over the Golem. Broad Chill, though, with a very successful defensive P.E.K.K.A. Unfortunately, he probably played it, in my opinion, he probably played it a little bit too early. He probably should have waited about half a second, because what that would have allowed it to do is have that Musketeer draw in a little bit closer, putting it into tower range, meaning he would have been able to have a much more aggressive counter push. But that being said, at 263, that is a fireball and a zap away. So really this game is going to go to Broad Chill with 10 seconds left. He just needs to fireball and zap. And let's see if that's what he does. An Ice Spirit, fireball, and there's the zap. There you go. Well played by both players. I think it took Kevin Gates just a little bit too long to see the cycle that Broad Chill was playing, and wasn't able to respond perhaps as quick as he should have been. That being said, Kevin Gates also doesn't have full levels, so that plays a disadvantage. Wisely plays. Yeah, we haven't been. We're not really keeping track of the clans right now, but keep in mind, we are going to be doing that on Thursday. That Thursday night is going to be our official night where we track all of the clans, or we track individual players as well. So make sure that you bring all your best players to the Thursday night battles, because we will be recording it and we will be posting them. Like I said, we're going to be launching that website and we will be posting it online. So we'll see how your clan does then. Immortals, who's the top 3 clans? We've got I don't know what is that. Royal Sinjamon? Royal Sinjamon. They're at the top. ABC. I mean, you can't get much simpler than that. I like how they trademark it. They say ABC trademarked. That's awesome. Trademarking a clan name, pretty sweet. And the clan name whatever. So the top 3 claims are ABC, whatever, and Royals and Jamon. Immortals, though, they have a player in the top 4. That's man. There's not one clan in common between Legendary God. There's no clan in common at the top 10. Wisley plays. Yep, there will be a tournament tomorrow. We pretty much do a tournament every night. Matt's going to be hosting that one. I don't know if it will be 1 or 2, but there will definitely be 1. And of course, make sure if you guys haven't subscribed or liked yet, I know I sound like a broken record, but please like and subscribe. We're so close to our goal of 200 subs already, which is awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for doing that. And as we get higher and higher and higher in the subscriptions, we're going to do more and more fun and cool stuff. Mardet Gaming, shout out to you because you asked for it. And ask and you shall receive. It's a great model. 49 seconds left. We're going to see if we can find a battle. We've only played 2 and we've won 2. Let's see if we can do that again. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. We found one. 9 and 10 are from the same clan. Neil Alden says 9 and 10. Nightbot says, can we stream more early? You know, we try to. Truth be told, we both have kids. Both Matt and I have kids. So they really dictate when we stream. Because we put them to bed and then we stream. All right, we're going to do one of these and an Electro Wizard on top just to keep everybody nice and distracted and turned every which way. And that should be enough to shut all that down, meaning our initial fireball puts us ahead. Nightbot says it's 1 a.m. here on school days. I can't come. Well, keep in mind, like I said, we're just starting out. So a lot of our things are just based on consistency. But Adrian, my kids do play Clash Royale, and they actually do quite well. In fact, my son, who's only 6 years old, I give him tips and tricks all the time, and I help build his deck. And he was able to beat a guy at the 4,000 level mark one time, which was pretty freaking hilarious. So anything is possible if you believe. That's the moral of this story, guys. Good Disney message for you right there. High value fireball. I think it worked, didn't it? Did that fireball work? I can't even tell. Well, we've got an interesting counter push here. How are we going to handle this? Well, we're going to let that hit, and we're really just going to deal with this because I don't want to deal with this. Okay, we're talking, and we're not playing. But you know what? Maybe let's give Forecast a win. Maybe he's like really down on his luck these days. He's like, guys, all I need is a win. You know, that could be it. But since I don't believe that, I'm going to try to win. We got 4 people watching and people cheering us on. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go for the win. That princess isn't really going to be able to do much for him because he's still able to get a hit. That's too bad. All right. Yeah, we'll use our zap early, even though I don't want to. All right, high value fireball. Did we pull out the win? I think we're going to take that tower. There we go. And he's mad. And I would be too, but I'm still going to tell him well played. Can we 3-crown him? At this point, we don't need to 3-crown him. But the reason why we want to put the pressure on is so that he can't come back. Actually, you know what? We're going to let him take that tower. Which I realize now is kind of a jerk move because I didn't realize I was at only a fireball away for the 3-crown. So that kind of looked like a jerk move. That wasn't intentional. But we're going to give him a thumbs up. Well played and a good game. And so even though we only played 3 battles, we still came 15th. So overall, a good tournament. Big shout out to JH for having 254. Slow Animals gets second. Big shout out Scrub Killer, Barry OP, Willass, Crumb Dog, Corrupt Destroy, Victiat, Corrupt Unknown, and Sanderson. Congratulations on our top 10. Now I have a feeling Bermuda Stars. Yeah, Bermuda Stars came out today, both 7th and 9th. So keep in mind, we're not tracking today. So Matt's saying on the chat that we're getting a Facebook page soon. Absolutely. And on the Facebook page is also one of the places that we're going to be announcing our weekly clan battles, as well as the winners of the weekly clan battles, so you can see who's doing great and who is not doing great. That's
check out Slow Animals.
All right, Slow Animals. We're going to do a couple deck checks, and then we're going to call it a night for tonight. It's going to be an early night, but Matt's going to be back tomorrow. We'll have some fun again. So Slow Animals is sporting a new deck here. I like the fact that he's got the miner in there. You can tell he's definitely going for the chip deck style. He's got the cannon in there, which is great for a great draw card. It's going to be able to handle those hog riders, be able to be a fantastic distraction rather for royal giants, lava hounds, balloons, etc. The only thing I say on here is that he's a little weak on air. He's only got the one control card, and the only 2 units that can hit air can get tied up pretty easily. So Electro Wizard, typically you want 2 units that can hit air. Electro Wizard can get tied up a little too easy because it can also hit land units. And since it only has 2 shots that it can focus on, it might not be hitting air units the way you want it to. So I would just say, substitute something so that you don't have. What would you substitute though? That's a good question. Because I like the fact that you got a knight in there. That's great defensively. And the balloon is part of your big push. But here's the catch. If you don't have the knight, you can't. The balloon is almost useless to you. So maybe. Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough thing to sub. I probably would actually get rid of the arrows and put a fireball in there just so you have more control of the air. What do we got? Yeah, I think what I would do is get rid of the knight and throw in something that could hit the air, or get rid of the knight and throw in something that can hit the air, like a musketeer, just so that you've got more air control, and then just really rely on the Mega Minion, the Skeleton Army, and the Electro Wizard as your crowd control defense for when you're playing your defense, and then push forward with the miner tanking for the balloon. You didn't make the prize bracket. Better luck next time. Aw. So a big shout out to everyone who joined. Thanks so much. Charlie Gill says, check out my deck. Oh, I just closed the. Oh. Can you do my deck now, Charlie Gill? Yeah, okay. Give me a second here. I gotta pull up old history, as they say. All right, Charlie Gill, where are you? Charlie Gill is Yankee Boy, if I remember that correctly. So let's start here and work our way up. If you could tell me the position, the number that you came in the tournament, that would be a huge help. Yankee Boy is 14th. So who do we got? Yeah, so this is a very typical Lava Loon deck that we would say. Lava Loon being Lava Hound and Balloon, that combination Lava Loon deck. It's a very standard Lava Loon deck. We've got the building to draw in all of those building only units like the Hog Rider, Royal Giant, you get the idea. And we got our standard push of the Lava Hound balloon. We've got the Fireball and the Zap as great ground control. We've got 2 units that can hit air units relatively effectively, but can also double for ground control. And of course, we've got the Skeleton Army that's really there to get anything tanky. So that is a perfect deck composition. That is exactly the same deck compositions that we would see at the 4,000 to 5,000 trophy level mark. So that's a great build. Who else we got? I think that's it for deck requests, is it? I believe so. Anybody I'm missing, Matt? Or no? All right, we're gonna call our quits at. We got So Midnight. Check out my deck and my clan number 3. So Midnight, what's your position in the tourney, and what's your name in the tourney, so I can find you. I know there's a bit of lag between my voice and what's on the screen, so maybe I'll just text. What's your name and tourney position? Scrub Killer 101. Oh, okay, perfect. So you did that right. Okay. What do we got here? We've got oh, I like this. Okay, so there's a couple things that I would change. There's one thing that I would change actually. So we've got 2 units that hit air. That's great. We've got no. Actually, I don't think I would change this. No, because he's able to double over. So a lot of times there's certain things that you want. There's direct damage cards. He's got 2 of them, the log and zap. I mean, it's not strong, but because he has the ability to double log given his mirror, it acts the same, which is great. He's able to have a tank sit in front of the units that are really going to do most of the damage, which is a witch. One of my favorite things to do when I had particularly this combo of the giant, the witch, and the lumberjack was to put the giant in the back, let it slowly crawl up, put the witch behind it, and then just as I did that, throw the lumberjack behind it so that the tower would focus on the giant, and then the lumberjack would sneak in, sneak around it, start going crazy, and then of course every unit that he plays defensively kills the lumberjack first, which of course you're fine with because as soon as it dies, you've got a raged giant and witch. And then, of course, you throw in a log all behind all of that, and it's just a chaotic nightmare. I'd be shocked if he didn't take a tower every time unless he's got substantial crowd control. And he doesn't follow our 2 rules of having 2 crowd controls. If he does, then maybe he's able to battle against it a little bit better. But generally, a really fun move to make. So I like this. I can see why he would have done well. And as far as his challenge stats are concerned, that might be just like some minute placements of his units that can be improved to get him to those 12 wins, but that's not too bad. This is a deck that I would say is a great deck. So what do we got here? Anybody else asking? Unloading Joker is asking, does Matt switch with you every other day for Clash? Yeah, so we both have accounts. We both play actively, and we just take turns running the stream. Just makes it easier so it's not such a big commitment to keep it consistent. Fahim says hi. Hi to Fahim. Fahim, welcome to the stream. Make sure that you like and subscribe. We're actually ending the stream right now, but we got 2 more requests here. Neil Alden is saying check out Corrupt Destroy. So we're going to do that. He was in the top bracket as well. So what do we got here? Oh, we've got the classic Golem Graveyard deck. It's a little bit heavy, this deck type, but if you have the right cards, and I think he does have some units in here that help sprinkle it in. He's got some lighter units rather to help sprinkle in so that he's got some defensive maneuvers. He's got of course, the draw card, the cannon to bring in those units like the Lava Hound, as we talked about, the balloon. Giants, Royal Giants, etc. He's got the 2 crowd controls. That's what you'd want. That's great. He's got really only 1 unit that can hit air. I mean, I say that because I know that the Electro Wizard can hit air, but it's too easily distracted. So I can see what he's going for here. This deck in particular is going to do very, very well against most of the land-based deck archetypes, because what's going to end up happening is he's going to overwhelm one side with the Golem Graveyard combo, and I can almost guarantee you he's doing one of two things with Elite Barbarians. He's splitting them left and right to support the Golem Graveyard combination, where he's got one all on its own on the other side, or he's going full balls to the wall with his Elite Barbarians and throwing them on the left side while his Golem Graveyard is on the right side, or vice versa, or whatever. I could totally see that. The problem that I could see him having is when he plays relatively, um, if he's playing bait decks, like there's a deck that comes out and they have a mirror in there, so they go and they play the minion horde. He goes and he fires down his fireball there, and then they go and they mirror the minion horde. He gets in trouble because he doesn't have two air units or two crowd controls in that sense, right? Or yeah, a air unit and the crowd control to support that. So I could see this deck getting in trouble whenever you come across any deck with air units. The way to battle against that would be to rely heavily on your Golem Graveyard combination. Just trust that if you're timing your log, if you're timing your fireball to support that Golem Graveyard combination, that it's going to do well for you. And take out these Elite Barbarians and throw in something else like a Musketeer to be able to help you defensively, but at the same time be able to support your pushes in the future. So who else did we have? 25th, Kevin Gates, 25th in Tourny. Yeah, let's go take a look at his. I know we watched some of his, but I don't think we commented directly on. Kevin Gates was not 25th in the Tourney, though. Where did you go? Did you maybe drop a little bit? Or a lot? Where are ya? What's going on? I can't find Kevin Gates.
Warrior number 20.
He's 20?
Warrior's number 20.
Okay, could you find Kevin Gates for me? He wasn't 15th. Or whatever he said he was. Okay, we're going to do this one. Dark Legend, also known as Warrior on YouTube. Let's take a look. So we've got the two units that can hit air. We've got that Executioner. We've got that Musketeer. Great. We've got that unit that can draw in those cards. Once again, we're talking about the Royal Giants, Lava Hounds, etc. We've got a pump because we can tell what he's doing here is he's very much doing a chip deck and using that Ice Golem on defense, which is great. I think the only weakness here is that he doesn't have he doesn't have two crowd controls, and he doesn't have a direct damage card, which can prove to be challenging. Now, with a Hog Rider deck, you're looking for quick cycles. So a deck like this is going to come into trouble when you come across someone with a poison, or when you come across someone with a lightning, because what that's going to do is they're going to take out, or even a rocket, they're going to take out that lava or that pump, and you're really going to be one card down because you're only going to have 7 positions that can do anything. Because as soon as you put that pump down, he's going to attack it for a gain or at least an even swap, and then you really have nothing that can directly hit against their towers. And anytime you don't have anything direct damage, that's bad for 2 reasons. One, because you're going to find yourself in a pinch where all of a sudden it's at the end of the battle, and maybe you need to either fireball his tower for the win or whatever, and you can't do it because you just don't have a fireball. You don't have those direct damage. And 2, it makes it very difficult to support all the units you're sending into battle, because really the only way you can support him is with more troops behind it, and the hopes that he doesn't have crowd control to wipe you out. Because for instance, if you send in your Hog Rider, really the only thing that can support the Hog Rider, because everything else is just going to move a little bit too slow for it, is your Zap. But if you go ahead and you trade in maybe an Ice Golem for, that is if you really want to keep your Elixir Collector, if you trade in that Ice Golem for, say, a Fireball, well then anytime, say, they go and they throw a Hog Rider, or you go and you throw your Hog Rider down, and then they try to counter it with maybe a Musketeer, or really anything that's stronger than a Zap could ever take out, you can go ahead and throw that Fireball down and support those units as well. So it just helps your push. Who else did we have? Kevin Gates is 26th, so that's where we should be looking. Kevin Gates, there you are. All right. Classic Hog Rider deck again. We've got the two crowd controls, that fireball and that zap. That's great work. Of course, we've got the cannon. We talked about this before about having those cards that can draw in. Um, really liking the fact that it's 2.6 elixir. What it basically means is because it's such a cheap deck, he doesn't need things like elixir pumps, which allows him to cycle through his decks a little bit quicker. Love the use of the skeletons here. Those are going to be great for distracting things like P.E.K.K.A.s for attacking Royal Giants. Because especially like if they put their Royal Giant down and you put your skeletons down, it's like, do I really want to zap it? Because then I'm at an elixir disadvantage because it's only one little skeleton. But at the same time, if you don't handle those skeletons, what ends up happening is they are able to take a Royal Giant down pretty quickly. Um, he's going to be doing that Hog Rider Ice Spirit combination that we've seen before. Of course, what am I going to say about this deck that its weakness would be? It only has one unit that can hit air, and that's probably its biggest disadvantage. So what I'd like to see out of a deck like this is probably to get rid of either the Golem or the Ice Spirit. I like the Skeletons more than I like the Ice Spirit in this combination. Golem or the Ice Spirit and put in another unit that can handle air, just so that you're not at such a disadvantage. You can never build a deck so perfect that it can handle any other combination. There's just no such a deck. There's going to be decks that you're going to do very, very, very well against, no matter how you build your deck. And then there's going to be decks that you struggle with. But one thing that you can hope for by building a balanced deck is that not only are you going to have decks that you're going to do very, very well against, that you're going to have most decks in a situation where there's going to be decks that perhaps counter you, but because you built your deck in such a balanced fashion, that you're going to be able to handle them. It's just going to take a little bit more strategic playing and capitalizing on some of the mistakes that they've made, but you're not totally out. So that's what I would do, is get rid of that Ice Golem or that Fire Spirit, replace it for something that can hit air. If you have it, which arena are you in? Arena 9? If you have it, the Executioner would be a great play for you here, because it's going to help clean up a lot of the stuff that might be blocking both your Hog Rider's path as well as a lot of the crowd clutter that might be coming your way. Good night to Warrior YouTube. Good night to Petito Gaming. Welcome. Thanks for subscribing if you subscribed. What else do we have here? Asif GM is saying to check his deck. I don't think Asif GM, were you in this tournament today? I don't think you were. Oh yeah, he's in our clan though, so I can check his deck. Mardic Gaming says, "Please don't stop your stream. It's awesome." That's awesome. Unfortunately, we have to. We didn't actually even plan to go this long. Matt and I have a few things to wrap up and plan for the week ahead, so that's why we're shutting it down early, just because we want to be able to bring all these new things to the channel. So the last thing that I'm going to do is check out Asif GM's deck, who is in our clan, and of course, we're going to do a card request. Card request time, ADD. Where do we at here? Asif GM. Where are you, bro? Let's see ya. Did I pass you? I totally did, didn't I? I know you're in our clan, man. What's your Oh, you're number 50 in our clan? Is that what you are? 80 Gaming, right, there we go. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got the Inferno Tower, which of course, you know what I'm going to say about that by now. I'm going to sound like a broken record. That's our tower that allows us to draw in those cards like Royal Giants, etc. We've got an Expo deck, which it's borderline. If you know what you're doing with Expo decks can be deadly. But they're also very tricky, because anytime you come across anyone with tanky units, you have to be very skillful on when you place it and how you draw out those tanky units like Giants and Royal Giants. Oh, excuse me. I like the fact that he has two units that can attack air. That's fantastic. And I would say that this would constitute as two crowd controls. The Ice Spirit or the Fire Spirits, I'm not really a fan of for this deck. However, because he's got this rocket in there, which can be played defensively, and then the Ice Spirits and Log to really clean up anything in the path of the Expo, I don't mind it. I think this is a good deck. Um, if I was to change a card, it would just be the Ice Spirits. But I like the Golem. Huh, I keep yawning. Sorry about that, guys. The Ice Golem, I would just throw the Ice Golem in front, and then build up that momentum so that when you put your Expo down, really you can use your other units to crowd control, and you don't have to worry about what units he's placing because they're going to be so focused on the Ice Golem, other than if it's a Giant or a Royal Giant. Rate my deck. My name is. So who else we have? Okay, I said that I wasn't going to do anymore, but I'm going to do somewhat. Good night. Scott says, good night, everyone. I say good night to you too, Scott. J Bros YouTube, search for Thale Mortars with the emoji rate my deck. My name is J Bros YouTube. Okay, last one. Last one. Absolutely last one. And I know for sure it's the last one because I'm not checking the deck, guys. I'm not checking the live chat. So that's how we know for sure it's going to be the last one. Where are we at? Legendary Arena is done in 0 seconds. Oh, they didn't give me my notification to show me my 313 trophies. Oh well. All right. Oops. What are we doing here? Let's search for J Bros YouTube. No, Thale Mortals is the only problem with playing the game on your computer is the chat just totally sucks. So you gotta like type real quick. Yep, you click. Oh, did I spell something wrong? Oh, I added a T. No, or an H. I mean T. Oh no, there was an H. E-L. Oh, that's just too many people. Let's see if we can narrow it down. I don't see Tell Mortals. Is that your clan? Did you spell your clan name right? I'm having a hard time finding it. Petito Gaming, we will be adding Facebook in the next coming weeks as part of some other series that we're bringing. So yeah, you'll see us you'll see us or be able to play against us rather in the next pick. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna end the stream right there, guys. Thelm Mortals with TM emoji. Yeah, but that's the name of your. So why can I not find? You should be coming up even when I just type Thelm. Yep. We do the same time every time. The time is 9:30 Central Standard Time. So I think that's 2 hours ahead of Pacific and 1 hour before Eastern. Type whole thing. I don't know how to do the trademark.
Immortals, not Thelm.
THELL or TL.
T-H-E-I.
Oh, is it THEI? No, he's saying THEL.
No. T-H-E-I.
Hmm?
It's an I.
It's an I. You're spelling your clan name wrong, bro. That's what's going on. Are you sure, Matt?
Yeah.
You found it?
Well,
No, he's persistent that it's TH.
that's an I. I'm telling you, it's an I. I'll find it.
Film. Oh, my chat is so annoying. It drives me nuts. Film. Oh, why does it keep doing that? How do you do the trademark symbol in here? Film Mortals, what do I have to do to get the trademark symbol? I assume it's not just TM.
I got it up on mobile here.
Looks like Matt was able to find you on mobile. What's the
That was him. What are you doing?
Yeah, it is. I'm just checking to see. How did you find him? What did you type? Because look at it. Like, is some like what's going screwy here?
I don't know.
Okay, well we got you on mobile. So his deck is the Lava Hound, supported by the Zap and Arrow. So he's got two crowd controls. He's got Zap and Arrows. He has the P.E.K.K.A. He's got 2 units that can hit air. He's got the Mega Minion and the Minions, which is great. The defense, he's able to put the Valkyrie. Yeah, if everyone could put their clan tag, that's way easier for me to find it. And then he's got the Miner to help tank for his Lava Hound. This is actually the Miner Lava Hound combo became popular about 3 months ago when I can't remember what his name is, but he won the Chinese tournament. It took a grand prize of something like $50,000 or whatever away, and that's what he would do. He'd put the Lava Hound down, and then he'd put the Miner in, and then as soon as the Lava Hound broke, the Miner would then tank for the Lava Pups. And that was the first time it was done. Was months ago. And he won the tournament because of it. And then all of a sudden, kind of overnight, it exploded and became meta. And you started seeing a ton of Lava Hounds kind of starting to surface, which was interesting. But overall, a great deck. Only thing that I think suffers a little bit here is he doesn't really have an aggressive direct damage control, or direct damage rather. But provided he's playing that Miner frequently enough, then that will be more than enough to compensate. So it's a great deck. It's a great deck. Okay, so I said last one, but I'm still here. So make sure you guys put your clan tag. If you don't know where to find that, that is right there. This clan tag right there. If you don't put the clan tag down, just under your name, it's super hard for me to find it. I'll tell you what, guys, I have to wrap this up at some point. So I'm going to wrap this up tonight. Make sure you have your clan tags for next time. And if it's not me tomorrow, well, it won't be me tomorrow. If you're not on tomorrow, but you're on in a couple days, then we will make sure that we review your decks then. Have a good night, everyone.